All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, hello everyone. This is another live tango practice, and today we're going to be working on legs. So, um, hopefully in preparation to wear heels. This is especially for followers, but also, to understand how we yield, how we reach, meaning how we reach towards the floor without pushing the floor away. So we're going to be working a lot with spiraling motions, and of course strengthening and alignment and balance and all these good stuff. So with no further ado, let's get started. And I'm just gonna walk a little bit away from you so you can see my feet. So start in your normal stance, and depending on your hip structure, your feet might be further out or further in, more flared out or more in. You should feel that you can support your sit bones. So if I stand like this with my feet parallel to one another, I'm feeling that my pelvis is not 100% supported. So I need to adjust my feet to feel that the base and the this bowl that we have for for pelvis are being communicate and support each other. So then after this, I want you to start going up and then down. And as we go up, we're spiraling up. So the heels are going to come a little bit forward, and then they're going to go back to where we started from. So let's do a couple of these. Going up and coming down. And go as high up as you can. So up and down. So we have a spiral happening. The other way to know is that you're doing it right is you should feel that all 5 toes are on the floor, so you're not falling out or dropping in. Okay, so spiral up and then down and then up and then down. That's it. Very nice. Nice and gently up and down. We're going to do 4 more of these. 4 more. 4. And down. And 3. And down. And 2. And down. And 1. And down. Very nice. And now keep the heels slightly off the floor. So as you're about to create that spiral, and gently bounce. Gently bounce. So you're going to start feeling in your calves. Try not to hold tension up here. Relax the arms so they're going to be dangling along. And if the back of your leg is starting to burn, that's good news. That's what we want to do. We want to build up some heat. Let's go. Let me turn this way. Just mind your posture, so you're not locking your knees or extending your hips. You're always ready to absorb, right? You're always absorbing. So feel these little springs under your heels and behind your knees and inside your hips. So we're all a spring. Spring, 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 spring. Good. Turning back to you. There we go. 4, 2, and 1. Fantastic. There we go. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to go down. What we call a squat. As you go down, I want you to notice when your body wants to counterbalance this and go forward, and also want you to notice that the top of the leg is going out, the lower part of the leg is circling in. And then we go up. And we go down. And then we go up, nice and gently. So here we have the tendency to, especially if you're too much in fitness, to stick the heels on the floor. Try not to do that, especially as you're going down. Your heels at some point will want to come up. And we're back to that same action, same spiral that we were talking about before. And yes, your knees will go past your toes. That's also another thing. And once in a while, check with your breathing. Make sure that you're breathing freely. And always be mindful of these spirals. You don't have to go all the way down here, but you have to, you know, from the movies and all documentaries you might have seen. Remember when we had to get down to the earth to grab something to eat, right? This is why we have a body the way we have. We have a body that is structured this way to be efficient. Okay, 4 more like this. 4. 3. 2. 1. If you were going all the way down, we're going to stay halfway. There we go. Lift the heels. Come all the way up. Bend the knees. Release the heels. And come up. Okay, let's go. Knees. Heels. Knees. Knees. Heels. And up. There we go. You can go all the way down if you like. Right? Maybe. Here we go. And up there. That's it. Ooh. The shakes are kicking in. Also a good sign. Three to go. 3, 2, go. 2 more. Woo. Overexcitement. Last one. Oh, come on, Chrisa. Now I have to do another one. Let's go. 1. That's it. All right, shake it off. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to put all this nice work into action. So we're going to be taking one step, coming up, and then continuing on our path. Okay? So create some room for yourselves. We're going to start with forward steps. You will notice here probably that when this free leg comes in, this is a great moment to get that heel up. These need to be coordinated. If they are, things become much easier. If they're not, and you're stuck here and you're trying to push, things become a little bit tougher. Reverse. might want to add an arm. Sometimes that helps as well. And forward. And back. Forward again. And back. Ooh. One more time. And back. Try not to get stuck. So you're going from one movement to the next. Good. And this time we go up and we hold. Hold as much as you can. And step. Oh. Good. Hold. And step. And step. Notice how holding is different than moving through. Take it to the back. And step. Good. And step. Suddenly we're becoming a little bit more quiet. And step. And step. Good. Going forward again, I'm just going to go this way so you can notice the posture a little bit. Going forward. See how we're not creating one line, but it's more multiple triangles that and that can explain our alignment. So same with this, where we were bouncing, here too. And step. And step. Oops. There we go. And step. Let's reverse and go to the back. Ooh. And step. Focus your gaze on something that is not moving. I'm just going to go this way so you can see a little bit of the posture. Good. One more time. Going forward. There we go. Step. Step. Reverse. Let's go one last time. Good. Step. Ooh. And step. You know, rush. That's more of a reminder for me as well. Step. And release. Okay, let's start getting a little bit closer to the ground. So we're going to do the same exercise, but we're not going to be lifting up. However, let me point out a couple of things that that will help you. So if you can imagine that we have a triangulated bowl, let's put it this way, I'm trying to create something here that can create the image of a pelvis. When from 2 feet, we're going to 1 foot, unless you want to strengthen, you know, the core, the muscles on this side. This is a very unstable situation, just to hold this. This, however, suddenly, you can see how this structure, my hip structure, can balance over the standing leg. And this is what can help you rise. Similar when you're coming forward, if you kept things out here, you can still rise. It's going to be a little bit tougher compared to here. Also, it's not only this, but it's also this, lifting up this hip a little bit and allowing for some of the weight to be lifted and aligned over this, the other side. So this comes into the game when we step. So we're going to try to find these, and with every step that we make, that's the other thing, define with our swing the midline. And it's almost always that there's the same spring, only we're not hopping, but we're stepping. If you want to make this tougher, that's only if, I invite you to close your eyes. If. Let's go. If you are closing your eyes, make sure things are not too close to you. Try to find the spirals that we were talking about before. Hope I'm still coming towards you. Yes. Okay. There we go. Notice how every mini movement can change your alignment over that foot. Okay. And reverse back. If you were, you know, If you had your eyes closed, let that stress go. If it stresses you out too much, you can open your eyes. And let's go towards the back. Towards the back. Okay. One more time, going forward and going back. Maybe you can, if you haven't tried it with your eyes closed, maybe you can try this time. Notice that here, especially when we're starting, we're in this mini squat position. Sorry, I can open my eyes now. Mini squat position. We shift from 2 feet balance to 1 foot balance. And then we go. Try not to push from the earth, from the ground, but more to yield. Here we have another moment of 2 feet balance to 1 foot balance. Good. And last time, reverse back. Here we go. Again, this is let me take a moment right here. You're here, 2 feet. How you shift over and create that first step is very important. So maybe you want to spend even some time here if you want. Connect to the ground, and then when you're ready, release. And remember, the squats that we did, upper part of the leg going, circling outward, lower part of the leg circling in. That's how you support that knee. Let's go. Step. Okay, all right, how much time do we have? Maybe we have a little bit more time. Yes, fantastic. Okay, so let's put some music on since we have a little bit of time and dance it out. You can put your own music if you don't like mine. That is, so feel free when the music comes up to mute me. I'm not going to be talking. And just play any music you like. There we go. Let's just escape the advertisement. That's it. Perfect. All right. Let's pause this before it starts over. There we go. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me today. And I will be putting the exercise of the week together, something that has to do with more and more leg work. So you can find this on YouTube, of course, and other social media. But if you want more goody stuff, more, inspiration to get your practice going, ideas, and all that nice tango stuff, you can join me at the Bautanz community at bautanz.com, and I would love to chat with you, hear your thoughts, how you're managing through this craziness. I see some some people saying hello and thank you. I thank you for joining me, and being in my space, and sort of I'm being in your space. So we're doing this together, but alone together. So hopefully you enjoy this, and I hope I'll see you next week or at our community at bautanz.com. Bye bye.